Hey guys, do you like big melons? I know I do. Dick loves big melons. And today, celebrating the beginning of summer, we're making some watermelon cocktails. Two different ones, and we're going to have a taste off at the end. Coming up on Dick Jones, the quarantine bartender. Hey everybody, welcome back to Dick Jones, the quarantine bartender. I'm your host, Dick Jones. And on today's show, we're going to be making some watermelon specials. Great for the weekend coming up, introducing summer to the country as we're starting to reopening. These drinks are refreshing, they're tasty, and they're super easy to make. I mean, come on. Would Dick give you a hard drink to make? Come on. Dick wouldn't give it to you hard. Never mind. Okay, the first one up is a watermelon basil cocktail. We're going to be making that one, and then we're going to make a watermelon teeny, and we're going to put them together and do a head-to-head tasting. So let's go over to the cast of characters. First up for the watermelon basil is going to be some dry gin. I today am going to use Highclere gin. It comes from the estate of Highclere Castle in London, or in England, not London, excuse me. I don't obviously know much about England. But anyway, if you have ever seen this, then you know what Highclere is. As a matter of fact, there's Highclere right there. Right there. Not the big ugly dude, but the thing in the background. That's Highclere. Okay? They make their own gin. So we're going to try it today. So according to the card, see what it says by Lord Carnarvon, and it's brilliantly smooth. So we're going to try some brilliantly smooth Highclere gin. All right, next up for the second drink, the watermelon teeny, we're going to be using vodka. Folks, you can use any type of vodka you want. It doesn't matter. I like Tito's because Tito's is the best. Anyway, back over here. Then both of them will have simple syrup in it, and we'll get to the measurements in a minute. We have fresh basil picked from the garden, fresh cleaned and washed. Then we have some watermelon garnishes I'm keeping covered until I need them. And then back here, we have a bowl of fresh watermelon. You want to get yourself a watermelon, folks. A nice big melon. Hell, get two of them. Dick likes big melons. That's right. Let's put back on my specs. Anyway, seriously, get yourself a couple of great big watermelons, the round ones. You don't need the kind that are like this. You want the kind, well, look at me. Anyway, you want the kind that are like that, maybe basketball size or volleyball size. You can get them at any market. Like Walmart has them for like $3. That's where I got mine. Anyway, I cubed it, a good amount of it. We're just going to kind of wing this, but then put it in the refrigerator and let it chill for about an hour. So get it nice and cold. Or put ice in an igloo cooler on your deck when you're making these by the, I don't know, you got 10 friends over, you can make them by the pitcher. Either one. But we're going to do a taste test today to try it out. So, let's make a drink. All right, the first thing is the watermelon basil cocktail. So let me get the ingredients over here. Like I said, Highclere gin. Next up, we're going to use simple syrup. Like I also said on previous shows, if you've been watching, you can make it yourself. Then, fresh basil from the garden. Now what we're going to need is a shaker. So I'm going to get the Big Barbarian shaker. We have the cute little shaker here, but we also have this one. This is my favorite. I've had this the longest. I've had this thing like 30 years. But anyway, we got that. Now we need a chilled glass. We're going to use a coupe style glass. Now, let me get one out of Dick's freezer. Dick always keeps his glasses cold. Clean, but cold. All right, let's get the coupe out of here. Woo. Look at this thing coming out of there all frosty. All right, right up here, we're going to put some of the watermelon in the shaker. Okay, I almost said mixer, because I mix so much with it. So follow me over here if you want to, Lars. Thank you, Lars. Woo! This kind of smells like a pumpkin instead of a watermelon. I hate it when the melons aren't what you want. Okay, we're gonna put about that much in there. We're not gonna really overload it, and we got plenty here. So we'll put one more just for GP, just for S&Gs. It's drying me hands. Okay, we're drying me hands, mate. So with the gin, we're going to use 2 ounces of dried gin. So remember, this is 1.5 ounces in the tall part of the jigger. Actually, I'm going to put that right here. I got a little ahead of myself because I forgot. Boy, that smells, oh, that smells good. We need a basil leaf. So let's put the basil leaf in here. Drop him in. The muddler. Sounds like a wrestler, doesn't it? This is Big Daddy Muddler. This one's hard. Always impresses the ladies. Anyway, let's muddle this down. Every bartender worth his salt has a muddler in there. You can get them pretty cheap. As you've heard me say before, I got this little green one from a gift bottle of Bacardi. It was strapped to the side. They're easy to get, and they're really, really essential. So I'm really muddling this down. Now it's making quite the slurry. So then what we're going to do, gonna get that off of there. Boy, that's a juicy melon right there. The way I like it. Anyway, we're gonna have some. Where is my ice? Where's my ice? All right, now we're gonna put a little ice into the shaker. Just a little bit, not too much. Then we add the alcohol. Now we're gonna pick back up from the 1.5 ounces of gin. Now this one is gonna need 2 ounces. So I know how much this is. I can go ahead and wing this right here. So 2 ounces of gin. Oh my goodness, that is amazing. I got Highclere because I really like Downton Abbey. And if anybody out there questions my manhood over that statement, we're going to have words in the bar. Okay, and then 1/2 ounce of simple sugar. So I'm going to turn this upside down. Since we know this is 1 ounce, I'm just going halfway of the simple sugar. Okay, so right about there. And let's get it all in there. Woo. Daddy like. Daddy like. All right. Now we're going to shake it. Cap it on there real good. And, as always, Dick performs the perfect shake. And we shake. And as always, Dick performs the perfect shake. Let's pour this thing. Whew, that is cold, folks. Now here is the key to this, because you have muddled watermelon in it. Watermelon is pulpy, so you want to finely strain it. Normally when you strain a cocktail, you're going to use a cocktail strainer, but look at those wires there. That's really, really thick, and that's going to let a lot of that pulp through. You don't want to drink a pulpy drink. What you want to drink is something that is finely strained. So we're going to put this over the glass, and in we strain. Just like this. Look at that gorgeous pink. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's what she said. Oh, man, you can't get prettier than that. Woo! That almost looks like pink lemonade. Okay, so we're going to lightly tap this. I'm going to make sure this doesn't get sticky on my bar. Let me get a plate here from Dick's Plate Collection. All right, now we've got that one done. So here's what we're going to garnish with that one. We're going to take a watermelon wedge that I have already pre-cut. We're going to put it right here on the rim, just like that. Oh, man. Lock up your daughter, sports fans. Okay, let's put this one to bed over here, just like this. Now, let's make the watermelon teeny. Let's not waste any time. First thing we're going to need is a chilled martini glass, like that. So we put it, woo, look how that, Dick has a freezer. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean this out real quick. Always, folks, in your bar, carry solo cups. They're cheap. Just keep a stack over there. Let's dump him in there. Okay. Get him out of there. Now, we're going to hit some more ice. Okay. I'm trying to get these together so it doesn't go stale. The next thing that we're going to do is some more watermelon. So we're putting it in. We're putting it in. Oh, it's nice and chilled. We're going to do a good amount on this one. Okay. Let me dry my hand. Or as a guy I really like, Sam the cooking guy, wipes his mouth like that. But we're not going to wipe our hands like that. We're going to use one at a time. Okay, then we're going to hit it with the vodka. Now we're going to do 2 ounces of vodka. Remember last time we did 2 ounces of gin. Well, now we're doing 2 ounces of vodka. All right, 1.5 ounces in, and then another 1/2 ounce, which will bring us up to 2. There we go. Let's cap off the Tito's. The Tito's. All right. And then we're going to muddle. Once again, we're going to muddle this down. Oh, look at that. Work it, baby. Harder. Harder. This is harder than it looks. I got to tell you. Okay, see what it looks like in there? See there, folks? You know, ideally what I guess I should have done is had a tub of water, and I should have rinsed this out, but for time purposes, not really going to worry about that. Okay, and then we're going to pour in, it says 1/3 of an ounce, so you know what, let's follow the recipe. We'll just do about 1/3 of an ounce, because you may not want this super sweet, because it is a vodka drink. You may want to taste that vodka, and that watermelon juice is going to be sweet enough as it is. And as always, Dick performs the perfect shake. But you know what Dick should do first? Dick should stop being a freaking dumbass and should put in some ice. That would work wonderful, wouldn't it? A couple more cubes. Boom. It's time to shake. Let's do it. Let's pour a drink. All right. Let's strain this into our glass. Once again, nice and easy. Look at the colors. Oh my goodness. Now move it around a little bit, because remember, you've got watermelon in there. So this is pulpy. And you've got a lot of ice. Let me just kind of roll it like that. There we be. Look at all that. Woo! Work it, baby. Work it. That beautiful watermelon color coming through. That's all the melon, folks. I didn't add anything to this other than clear spirits and clear simple sugar. So there we have with that. Now, of course, with the garnish, a watermelon slice. Let's get him on there without tearing him in half, if he will ever go on there. There we go. Woo! Now for the perfect presentation, Dick Jones style, we have a watermelon basil cocktail and a watermelon teeny. So we're going to recap the ingredients. In the watermelon basil, we have 2 ounces of dry gin, a basil leaf fresh, 1/2 ounce of simple sugar. Muddle the watermelon, add the rest, shake it with ice, super strain it into a coupe glass. The watermelon teeny, pretty straightforward as well. But this time, 2 ounces of vodka. Okay, handful of the watermelon, gonna muddle it with 1/3 of an ounce of the simple sugar, super strain into a martini glass. This is an antique martini glass. I really like this one. It complements Dick's bar nicely. So, let's give them a taste. All right, let's give them a taste and let's move them over to the tasting plate. Let's move the watermelon teeny over here, nice and sexy, very carefully. Then we're gonna go back over here. We're gonna grab the watermelon basil. Now check out this cool antique coupe glass, folks. It just goes all the way down. That is amazing. All right, now before we get to tasting, we're gonna give you a Dick tip. All right, here's a Dick tip, folks. If you want barware like this, or what you see behind me at Frank's Back Bar, the easiest place to get them is at the Goodwill or the Ark, or at the Salvation Army. They have estate sales all the time. You can get some seriously quality barware. Every beer stein on that top shelf, except 2, came from the Goodwill. The majority of every drink glass I got, except for my Culvers and one other set, came from the Goodwill. Just wash them really good and they're good to go. Can't go wrong with classic barware. That's your Dick tip. All right, the moment you've been waiting for, the taste test between the watermelon basil and the watermelon teeny. Let's start with the basil. We made him first. So I'm going to remove this beautiful wedge here of this seedless watermelon, which is funny because it still has seeds in it. Let's give it a taste here. Oh, good Lord. Yeah. All right, so what did we pick up? Definitely the watermelon. Cannot smell any of the gin, nor the basil. All right, here we go. You know, I'd add more basil. Let's try something. Where did the basil go? Oh, here we go. Okay. Let's go ahead and try this. I have an idea. Kind of like what you do for lemon wedges. Let's do that. Let's drop him in there. Oh my God, you smell that, folks. Okay, let's use Dick's fancy stirring utensil. Let's stir that around. Let's see if a little more basil would have gone good in that. I think it might. So let's give this a try. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That is refreshing. Man, that is really good. Highclere gin does not have the same 1-2 punch as, say, Bombay gin. It's a lighter gin, but it has more aromatics in it. You can really pick them up. That lavender, with that watermelon and that basil. That is not bad. That is not bad at all. I could drink that in the summer, maybe even over some rocks. Okay. I think we got a doggy down there. Hey, buddy. Hey, you want a drink? You want a drink, Rocket? Okay. Anyway, let's get on to the watermelon teeny. So, let's pull this thing out of here. God, that watermelon is good. All right, let's give this a try. I'd put a little more simple syrup in there. The 1/3 ounce, that's what I thought going in. This has a 1/2 ounce of simple syrup. You can really tell the difference. This has 1/3 of an ounce. This is a little less sweet. Some of you may like it that way. If it does, or if you do like it that way, go with the 1/3 simple syrup. That is not bad. That is not, you know, I may like this better. You know what it reminds me of is a cucumber. It's got like a cucumber edge on it. Oh, so which one do I like the most? If I had to choose, if I had my druthers, I would take this one here because it's got a little more sweetness on it. Because Dick's all about the sweetness. Anyway, I really like this one. Lars is shaking his head. Anyway, yeah, this one's really good. I could put a little more simple syrup in that, but something about the basil in this really, really takes it to that next level. That'd be great on a hot summer day. Whoa, there's that gin again. Man, that Highclere is kicking. Dicky-like. All right, so there you have it. The watermelon basil cocktail and the watermelon teeny. Both surefire hits for this Memorial Day. You can make them in mass, put them in a big pitcher, super strain them into cocktail glasses, pre-chilled. Put your glasses in the freezer for about 30 minutes prior. Can't go wrong, folks. So that's it for this 7th episode of Dick Jones, the Quarantine Bartender. I, of course, am your host, Dick Jones. So thank you for showing up. If you like what you see, smash that like button below and subscribe. Or tell your friends about it. No, please tell your friends about it. Show Dick some love here. Become part of Dick Nation. Okay? So anyway, that's it for this episode. We've got a special episode coming up in a couple of days. I'm going to be going camping and down south of here, and we're going to figure out something to make on the campsite. Something's going to be fun. It may involve roasted pineapple. I haven't decided yet. Maybe a muddle thing. I'm still working that out. But anyway, please tell your family and friends, subscribe, and if you got any ideas for any drinks that you want to see on the DJ QB, put them in the comments section below, and we'll get to it. Until next time, this is Dick Jones from the beautiful Frank's Place Bar and Lounge in beautiful downtown Porno, Newfoundland, and we'll see you later. Hey, sweetie. You want a treat? Would you like a piece of watermelon? Do you like a piece? Oh, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. You like the watermelon. She likes the watermelon. Let's put her down. There you go.